If you are trying to grow a YouTube channel, there is one thing I can promise you. You are not, absolutely not even probably 20% doing everything that the gurus or the experts or whatever say, and you're definitely not doing everything you should be doing. You may think you are, but you're not, and we're gonna chat about that today. Okay. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hey, howdy, hey, y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jessica Stansberry, and I am pumped that you are here. Guys, I'm in my office, and there's things behind me. Now, this is still not the final, direction it's gonna go, because I'm getting a neon sign made, and I'm going to pick that up and doing a whole video about that next week, so stay tuned for that, but we're getting there. And the challenges that I have faced being able to come in here and work is almost bananas, to be honest, because my kids went back to school virtually. So basically, I have to do virtual school with them a big chunk of the day. And if I bring them here with me, they're in my way, they're in my assistant Laura's way. And every single time that I have had help with my kids and planned to come here and film, it has snowed to the point where I either had to just do it or I couldn't get to town. See, I live in a really small town and everything is kind of widespread. Our whole county is spread out. So we don't have a ton of population, but we have a ton of land mass. So it's really interesting because sometimes it'll snow at my house and it's not doing anything here in town. And that was the case today. We still haven't finished our garage. One day we'll get a roof on it. The guy who was supposed to put a roof on it got COVID, and so we've had the material sitting here for a month and a half probably, and then after he recovered from COVID, it's been snowing basically every waking hour, so we'll eventually get there. So my kids went back to school virtually starting this week, and I'm filming this on Thursday. And last time they were virtual, I basically told my husband, if we do this again, you're gonna have to find a way to help me at least one day a week. And now that I have the studio / office, I can at least get out of the house while he's here helping me, because I feel like sometimes if I'm in the house it's just as bad. So I woke up with the intention to go to the studio and office today, and it is pouring the snow. This is snow in our garage. Pouring the snow, but I looked on the camera that's outside my office, and it looks like in town where my office is, it's clear. So I'm gonna go very slowly and go so I can get out of the house and get some work done today. Bye, Darla. She's got a deer leg she's eating on. There's a cow in there getting ready to give birth that Jonathan's watching today. But I made it, and I'm here. And I'm here to give you some tough love that I have a feeling you're not gonna wanna hear, but also I think you need to hear. So if you are trying to grow on YouTube, do not skip over this video. Don't do it. It is absolutely one that you need to listen to. All right, so you've heard me and everybody else in the online digital social media marketing space talking about Clubhouse. And I've referenced a couple of conversations I've had over there, and this is one of those things as well. Although that is not the only place I've ever heard somebody say this, it's just that these conversations are top of mind for me right now, right? I was in a Clubhouse room the other day, and you can bring people into the room and have them ask questions and things like that. And we had this girl come into the room, very young girl, very new to YouTube, and she was like, hey, so I just feel like I'm doing everything and my channel's not growing. And that is something I hear literally all the time. And I guarantee that anybody who teaches YouTube hears this all the time. But I'm doing everything you're telling me to do. I'm doing everything that so-and-so is telling me to do, and it's not working. Now, this is not like just exclusive to YouTube. I guarantee that people who teach anything hear this, right? Like, I'm doing everything you said to do with my podcast and it's not growing. I'm doing everything you said to do with my course and it's not selling or whatever, right? But it's definitely one of those things that we're never doing everything we need to do. Like, I am 4 years into this, I teach it, and I have like leveled up and leveled up and leveled up in many different areas on YouTube, and I'm still not doing everything I need to do. So to say like, oh, I'm doing everything I need to do and it's still not working, it's just not true. And it's really interesting because that particular person, as soon as they said that, I went and looked at their channel, and I mean, there was definitely work to be done on thumbnails, things that I have talked about for free on this channel about thumbnails. There was definitely work to be done on titles, things that I have talked about for free on this channel about titles. There was definitely work to be done on the actual content, on the homepage, on the end screens, and the, just like basically every element of YouTube. She still needed to do work in those areas, but in her head she thought, I'm doing everything they tell me to do, but in one quick glance I could tell she wasn't. I don't think I even answered her question specifically, but the people who did were like, no girl, you're never doing everything you need to do, and you need to like remove that from your vocabulary. I'm doing everything I need to do, but, because almost always you're never doing everything you need to do. And so if you've ever had that thought, this is a message from the universe for you, that you're absolutely not doing everything you should be doing. You're absolutely not. There is no scenario where you are doing everything you need to be doing. We are all like gradually doing things and gradually getting better and taking it one step at a time. We're all there. We're all doing that. Like, that is something every single person on YouTube is doing. So if you feel like you're doing everything there is to do and you're still not growing on the platform, I have a few pieces of advice for you. I have a few things that you can possibly do to increase your growth and increase the knowledge that you have. And the number one thing there is to understand that you are not doing everything you need to be doing, and that you don't know everything, and that you need to listen to other creators, listen to people who've been here longer than you, and take constructive criticism, whether it is directly pointed at you or whether it comes from a video like this, and go take action. See, there's a difference in people who listen and think they understand and then just keep doing, and the people who listen and are like, oh my gosh, I literally see how I'm not doing that on my channel or on my whatever, and I'm going to do better. And they take action. And you need to be in that second group of people. So number one is just understanding that you don't know it all, that you're not doing it all, that there's always somebody who knows more than you, always. And you should always be seeking out the advice of those people to see how you can do better. Now, that being said, there are a couple different ways you can seek out their advice. Number one, watch your favorite creators who talk about things like this and take action on the free tips that they give you every week here on YouTube. I get messages probably, I won't say every day, but at least like a couple times a week from people who are like, hey, I just watched this video of yours, like insert video here, it doesn't matter, and my channel isn't growing and I need your help. And that's like the message they send me on Instagram. And I am here to help. That is literally my job. And I used to be like, okay, what's your channel? I'll go check it out. Da 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 da. The sun keeps like popping in and out over here, by the way. So if the light keeps changing, that's why. But now I know that they are not committing to following my advice, because I'll go look at their channel and I'm like, I literally had a video about that last week. So I'm not gonna sit here and critique someone's channel for free through Instagram DMs when I know they're not taking the initiative to actually watch the content I put out. So when you find someone's videos on YouTube and you love their advice, go find more of their videos that are going to help you in the ways you need to be helped. Because I guarantee you didn't learn everything you needed to learn from one video. And if a creator like myself or anybody else on this platform who's in this type of niche is putting out content with free advice to help you, I guarantee that in every single video, there's something that you should take away from it and take action on. So what I'll usually do, back to those people who are like, I've done everything I know to do, in my Instagram messages, and can you help me? I'll be like, hey, so I have a course on how to do that, and also I have literally thousands of hours of content for free on my YouTube channel and my podcast to help you grow. So number one, go do the work. Go watch the videos. Go listen to the people who've trudged this path before you, because I can guarantee there's some really great advice in every single thing they say. When it comes to like going and pulling from people's free advice, right? Like from their free content on YouTube, from a free podcast, from free resources that they create, from free Clubhouse advice, right? Like when it comes to that, you are the one having to do the work to pull things together. So in my head, if I know, okay, they need to do, these 25 steps to really get started on YouTube, to really get started on the right foot, to grow, et cetera, I can't do those in order because of the way my content schedule is and because of the way that things flow here on YouTube. And likely I can't ever give all of that advice in a short YouTube video anyway. So while I think titles, tags, and thumbnails are three of the most important things you can do on YouTube, you might have to dig around my channel and find where I talked about titles, where I talked about tags, where I talked about thumbnails, and kind of do some work on your own to piece things together. That's kind of the price you pay by receiving someone's free content, right? You can't dictate in what order they put it out, and they are putting it out in the way they think is going to be best for their subscribers and for their channel and whatever else they have going on. So if you are taking free advice, just know that it is going to be your job to piece things together and put them together in the right order. So to piggyback off of that, if you think you are doing everything and you're still not growing, it could be that there's a disconnect between the things you're piecing together. Like, oh, I learned about thumbnails a year ago and I implemented some of the things and I thought I was doing it all, right? And then now, a year later, I haven't seen another video about thumbnails, and so blah, 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 blah. So essentially, there could be a disconnect in what you're learning for free and how you're using it. Also, there could be a disconnect in the pieces of the puzzle, right? Like in getting everything in order. So if you are looking to grow on YouTube, some of your favorite creators have courses to help you do that. If you are looking to grow in anything, there is a course to help you do that. So don't discount saving up your money and paying and investing in knowledge. Knowledge is power. And instead of buying that, camera that sure is going to make your videos look good, but, your strategy is still trash, maybe you take that money and buy somebody's course or invest in some programs to help you along the way. So for instance, I have a really robust course called YouTube Rockstars, but also I have a ton of other courses and resources to help get you started and to help you grow. So if you've already been started on YouTube for a while and you kind of have the pieces in place, but you just don't have the strategy to continue to grow, YouTube Rockstars, my higher level course, is going to be what you need. Whereas if you're watching videos and you haven't even started yet and you're like, I need to know exactly how to start in the right way, then the YouTube Starter Toolkit that I've had for years and just revamped would be a much cheaper and much better solution for you right now because it's not going to overwhelm you. You're just going to get the pieces to get started. If you want to check out either of those things, the links are in the description below, or you can just go to heyjessica.com/courses, and all my courses are listed out there. But I'm not the only creator who has courses, and you need to find somebody that you really resonate with the way they speak to you and the way they teach, and then go buy their paid course if you feel like there's something that you're missing. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, but investing in knowledge that is put together in an order that is going to move you through the process quickly is really powerful. Oh my goodness, that's like the perfect segue to talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. See, creators from all around the world are putting their expertise together in classes on Skillshare. So if you're wanting to learn anything about film and video, anything about creative writing, or specific programs like how to edit with Adobe Premiere or cinematography, film editing in general, this is a hub where you can go and find courses from people you don't know about yet, and your favorite creators. So if we type in something like YouTube, in the browse section, we will see courses from people like Sarah Dietschy. Sarah is a master at vlogging and creating engaging videos. And so if you want to learn how to vlog, she has a great course on that. Need to level up your YouTube thumbnail game? There's a course for that. If you're sitting there like, man, I wish my videos could rank in search, there's a course for that. This one from Brian Guerra is all about YouTube SEO, how to rank your videos first in the YouTube search and suggested videos. It is 12 lessons that run you through how to actually rank in the search engines on YouTube, which is massively going to help you grow. There are a ton of classes and categories on Skillshare and a ton of experts in so many fields that are here to teach you all the things. So if you're ready to up level and you're ready to learn, this is a great place to get you started. Skillshare was awesome enough to give me a link and a code to give you a free trial of their premium membership. So that link is below in the description, and the first 1,000 people who click it gets access to their premium membership. So you can start up-leveling your creativity and your knowledge today. Another thing you can do, and most creators do these in some form or fashion. I have seen creators do these for free on a live stream. I've seen creators do these in a paid format. I have seen people do this on Clubhouse for free. I have seen this done in an affordable way from almost every person out there who teaches YouTube strategy. And that is, get someone to critique your channel. Now, I do channel critiques, channel audits is what I call them. I do them in the way that I do them. And again, link below in the description if you want to grab one of those. But the way I do them is that I run through your channel, I screen record, and I talk through what you could be doing better, where you can make changes, and how that's going to impact you. And then you get that audit delivered to your inbox. But again, you could have somebody audit it for free on a live stream or something like that. I see creators doing that all the time. But the thing is, once you have someone audit your channel, you have to put in the work to do the things they said you needed to fix. See, this is something that I struggle with as a teacher, right? Or a coach or a strategist in some way. I struggle when I give people good advice, like, you should do this thing. I am looking at your channel and here is the advice I have for it. And then they literally never do it, or they halfway do it, or they kind of do it, or they do it a completely different way than I told them to, and I'm just like, ah. So the real point here is, you are not doing everything you could be doing to grow your channel. And there are so many ways to remedy that. Consume people's free content, buy courses, get channel audits, pay for coaching. There are literally so many ways you can remedy this I'm doing everything I know to do and it's all not working thing, because we have resources to combat that. But the biggest thing is, whether you piece together free content, you pay to have someone's expertise bottled up in a course, or you pay for coaching or get a one-on-one critique or something like that, the biggest thing is to actually execute and take action. That's the biggest thing here. You have to do it. You can't let your ego do the talking and be like, oh, I'm doing all that. I'm totally doing all that, because you're not. Everybody starts from zero. Everybody starts bad. Like, nobody starts perfectly, ever. You're not doing everything you could be doing. I can promise you that. I know you're not, because I'm not either, and nobody is. And, there are definitely times when we have to, quote unquote, hold off on some things we should be doing to take care of other things we should be doing, and that's okay. But don't ever think that you are doing everything you should be doing to grow, because you're not. And I'm done with this video. And also, make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you want to know more about YouTube, I have so much free content on this channel, number one. Number two, there are links in the description that are gonna help you get started. Whether you have $27 to invest or $700 to invest, I have things anywhere in between once you get past my free content. And plus, also, come back next week, because I'm gonna be going to pick up my neon sign. I'm gonna be revealing it. I'm gonna be hanging it on the wall. I can't wait. It's gonna look so good. Bye, y'all.